So today's reading was in Numbers 36, and we did our devotion over verse 3. Now, in this chapter, we are seeing just some more discussion about the land that was being given out to all the different 12 tribes of Israel, which is pretty common that we're seeing in these chapters here, was that as they went into the promised land, each tribe was going to get a certain amount of land, and that land would just be passed down from family to family to family within that tribe. Yet we see an issue get brought up here is what happens if in that tribe, whoever got the land only had daughters rather than sons to pass it on to? What would happen? Well, we see here that issue is a reasonable one, and it's brought up, and God gives direction on it. And while it is a reasonable question to get brought up, it is also just a classic example of the sort of things that we have to deal with and have to navigate because sin is in our world. See, if sin never entered into the world, we would never have to worry about death or losing our inheritance or any of the sort of things that we see in this chapter, or so many things that we see in our life today. We'd instead just be in God's perfect will and just all of his blessing, and that would be our story. But that's not our story always, because sin is in our world today. Yet how amazing is it that even in a world that has sin within it, and we are all kind of messed up in this way, we still have a God who loves us so much that is willing to step in and give directions into that. So know this, that even in our story, even though sin is in our world, we still have a God who sees and loves us and still speaks and gives directions into our lives. Will those directions always be the easiest to follow? No, sometimes it can be really hard to follow, but they are going to be the most holy path, and it's going to lead us to him. And so make sure that even in our world, when we have confusing situations, we're bringing them to the Lord, seeking out his will and direction, and following whatever he leads us to do. And you guys know I love you, but Jesus loves you more. See ya.